Hello, and thank you for being here today for the introduction of the new 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical, and more importantly, why now? 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical is just like DraftSight Mechanical with the added benefit of connecting to the platform for file sharing, markups, revision control, and project management. 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical, purposely built to work with mechanical entities and objects in the DWG file format. DraftSight has full support for ANSI, ISO, DIN, JIS, and BSI standards. You can use empirical, metric, or even show dual unit display if required. Let's start with the updated 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical user interface. By default, you are given two additional ribbon tabs that contain new commands and features: Mechanical Content and Mechanical Annotate. The Mechanical Content tab is introducing additional features for mechanical layers and construction lines. The Mechanical Annotate tab is both introducing new and enhanced features. Key new features are the possibility to create and modify part references. Unlike in other DraftSight versions, the new balloon feature is able to use these part references. The same is true for the bomb feature. We can also see a new command for parts list. To begin, 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical, introducing Mechanical Layers Manager and the support for layer groups. Your layers will automatically stay organized as required in the standard chosen for your drawing. If your drawing contains part references that were previously inserted with your legacy mechanical application, you will see these blue dots indicating mechanical data is attached. This is a key difference with other versions of DraftSight, as only in 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical will you be able to read and modify this information. When you draw new content with DraftSight Mechanical, you will use our hardware library. As for insertion, our part references are automatically inserted with all the mechanical information. If you share your drawing with a legacy CAD user, the part reference will be recognized by that program. Again, it is fundamental to ensure the BOM and parts list remain up to date. You may also create part references from any entity designed with DraftSight. It can be, for example, any block you insert, or just a spline like shown in this example to represent a silicone sill to protect the head of our screw from water. Now let's take a look at our BOM feature. You will see in blue some elements that are overrides. In some cases, there are good reasons to keep a different value, but we see a quantity of 2 for our screw and we can remove that override. We're going to start with a filter, which allows us to focus on the references we want to select. And for this example, we're only interested in the references in this view. Let's highlight and select the entire view, but as you can see, only the references are recognized. Our parts list is narrowed down to only the hardware in the section view we selected. The balloons feature is supporting part references, so you can use it both for content previously created with your legacy mechanical system, 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical. Balloons can be inserted individually, and after insertion, you can select a balloon and modify its style. You can utilize DraftSight's hole wizard to insert counterbores, countersinks, through holes, taps, and slots. Now that we have our holes represented in our drawing, we want to insert the correct hardware that corresponds with the size, thread, and depth of our hole. Instead of meticulously looking through our entire library for the correct part, let's turn to our hardware assistant to streamline the process. You can get a real grasp of how combining this process with the power of part references and BOM generation can unlock the power of 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical. The key difference in 3D Experience DraftSight Mechanical is in the possibility to update drawings containing mechanical entities in the DWG format. Indeed, to achieve this, you will need support for part references and part lists. This in particular is a must-have feature in your company to produce mechanical drawings.